I have always been fascinated by the power of music. What moves us, inspires us, makes us happy.
God bless America.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along.
And not just one individual at a time, but the power of music can affect an entire group of people or an entire nation. Why is music so powerful? Why are human beings across the globe drawn to dance and music? I personally believe one of the key factors is that we all have a relationship with music, no matter what our background and abilities. Music is in the way we talk and interact vocally. Rhythm is part of our physical makeup, our heartbeat, our breathing. Our walking is a dance. And if you are of Italian background like me, you know we can have entire conversations with the dancing movements of our hands. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. Oliver Sacks of Musicophilia said, "Music is part of being human." If music has this kind of power, what else can it do? Sound is produced by vibrating air molecules connecting with the eardrum at varying frequencies, pitch, and velocities, amplitude. Sound waves enter the outer ear and are transmitted through the auditory canal to the eardrum. The resulting vibrations are moved by the three small ossicles into the cochlea, where they are detected by hair cells and sent to the auditory nerve. Receiving a signal from the eardrum or inner ear immediately activates the cerebellum, the oldest part of the brain in evolutionary terms. The ear and cerebellum, which are considered low-level processing units, allow the brain to start analyzing the sounds, breaking down the sensory stimulus into pitch, timbre, spatial location, amplitude, reverberant environment, tone durations, and onset times of different notes. This data is conducted through neurons in the brain, cells specialized in transmitting information, and the basic building blocks of the nervous system. The output of these neurons connects to the high-level processing units located in the frontal lobe of the brain. It is through this same interaction between the low-level and high-level processing units that the brain categorizes sound into music. My name is Rebecca Burrington, and I'm a recent graduate of the Kent State University School of Music. When I was first asked what I wanted to study, I said, I want to study how audiological response affects the brain. Can it produce changes in physiological ways? Could sounds heal the human body? I was told that field of study was not available in the music school. Enter the Flashgrant. I saw a flyer for Flashgrant projects in my last undergrad semester. It stated, "Is there some cool project that's been percolating in the back of your mind?" Well, yes, sure there is. I wanted to study how hearing something affects our physiology. But how do I test that? How do I measure an audiological response? A number of studies have already shown that music can calm us or increase our heart rate, but not many studies have analyzed frequency. I had 3 friends who also expressed interest in the project. Samantha Jeremy, my chemistry lab partner, Kay Massey from my chemistry class, and Mariah Fornatoro, a nursing student. Who could help me with this project? It was not a study in music. I asked my psychology professor, who sent me to my biology professor, who sent me back to the psychology department. I asked music therapy, music education, and nursing. Everyone was overextended. My chemistry professor introduced me to Dr. John Dunlosky in the psychology department, who helped me develop the actual research parameters and became my principal investigator, which was required by the Institute Review Board. Over the next 7 months, I would take several courses for the Collaborative Institutional Training Initiative, file research applications with the KSU Institute Review Board, and finalize research plans. The process seemed never-ending. Institute Review Board approval was finally granted for the Music and the Brain Research Project on August 18, 2015. It was an extremely long process, but we are officially protocol number 15-430, and now we begin our research. Let's talk about the scientific method. Scientists use the scientific method to search for cause and effect relationships. We must design an experiment to measure an effect accurately. The steps of the scientific method are to ask a question, Do research, construct a hypothesis, test your hypothesis by doing an experiment, analyze your data and draw a conclusion, communicate your results. We want to establish the cause and effect of music on heart rate and blood pressure. We will ask our volunteers for 15 minutes of their time to check their heart rate and blood pressure before, during, and after listening to silence, songs, or songs with frequency embedded. Volunteers must be over 18 years of age and sign an informed consent agreement in order to participate. Our Flashgrant budget allowed us to purchase equipment for use in this experiment. We will be using a neck support, digital blood pressure monitor, headphones, and sound. Our control group will be tested with ambient room noise only. A control group is necessary for comparison with the experimental group. Once our quantitative data is collected, we can analyze relationships, patterns, or trends, and ultimately communicate our results. Thank you, Flashgrant team, and special thanks to Ralph Lorenz, Cindy Stillings, and Mary Linger for helping to make this project happen. The Music and the Brain Flashgrant project is now underway.